kids?" Bluestar called out as her head poked through the bramble-lined barrier that kept SkyClan's nursery well protected. She then stepped through into the rather spacious den as a ball of moss flew at her, tapping her on the nose before falling to the ground beside her paws. "Now what have you been told about playing with your bedding?" Bluestar rose her voice, as 5 very much active kids turned to stare at their leader. Inkit's ears pinned back as she mumbled an apology. The other 4 simply averted their eyes. "Now don't look so glum, you aren't in trouble," the Silver Leader continued, just as Wolfkid's head poked around one of her paws. "I have someone I want you to meet. He is around your age and I will be raising him. I would expect the best behavior while I'm in the nursery." Bluestar purred in amusement at the confused looks her brother's kids gave her. "This is Wolfkid. He is your new friend and den mate. Please play nicely with him as he isn't used to other— Lunistar!" The meow rose from Icepool, cut the leader off as she took a glance over her shoulder, then down at her son. "Our medicine cat needs me. I will return shortly. Introduce yourself to the other kids." Lunistar leaned down, giving the kid a lick before ducking out of the nursery. Wolfkid peered around the nursery with wide golden eyes. It looked so beautiful, and it made him wonder if the other dens were this pretty. He barely took 4 paw steps as when he collided with something furry. "Hey! Watch where you're going!" a great Tom snapped, lavender eyes glaring furiously at him. I'm sorry. I didn't see you," Wolfkid stammered. "Well, you'd better see me next time," he replied. Wolfkid noticed all attention was on him, and the other kids had gotten closer. "My name is Stormkid, and one day I'll be deputy." The great kid puffed out his chest in pride, and Wolfkid shrunk down a little. "He smells funny," a blue-gray Tom squeaked, and wrinkled his nose. "Hill Kit, that's not very nice," chimed in a more gentle-sounding white kid. Hidbeth spoke up. "Well, it's true," the Tom grumbled back. "That's because he's an outsider." A silver, blue, and white she-kid spoke up, shooting Wolfkid a half-hearted glare. "He isn't a SkyClan kid. He doesn't even look like Lunistar, or any warrior I know." The frosty she-kid's ears pinned back as she wrinkled her nose. "I don't want to be dirtied by an outsider, Send. You stay away from me, and maybe I can tolerate you." "Let all cats old enough to climb trees gather here below the sky rock for a clan meeting," Bluestar announced, as she climbed her way up to the top of the towering stone next to the leader's den. Artemis sat among the gathered cats, his 5 kids sitting beside him squirming with excitement. Leap Bear had been difficult this year for SkyClan, and the deputy peered up at his sister and noted how much she had changed. She-Cat no longer wore her locket or the pink scarf, symbols of her past as a kitty pet. Her muscles rippled under her fluffy pelt as she looked upon her clan with confidence. And if you looked closely, you could see a long scar trailing from her neck to her shoulder. Although Lunistar had lost her 5th life to Greencough, she still stood strong above her clan, and no longer was the timid appearance of the cat she once were. Even Rodstar, ShadowClan's leader, seemed to be more accepting of her, and their nephew and fellow leader, Berrystar, looked proud. "I know it's been difficult to build our clan up after that terrible Leaf Bear, and having many mouths to feed, and not enough prey has been bothersome," Bluestar started, and shifted a sorrowful glance towards Misty Storm. The way She-Cat had helped raise 2 of Lunistar's kits, and assisted in watching her brother Artemis's kits. She had also lost her mate many moons ago, and then, in this dreadful Leaf Bear, she kitted in the snow, unable to return to camp where she was safe, and because of that, 3 of her 4 kits had passed away, leaving 1 scrawny speckled kit to try to raise over Leaf Bear. Today, Birch Kit sat next to his mother, yelling protest as she cleaned his fur. We were all happy to welcome Birch Kit into the clan, and one day, he will become a strong warrior and make his father proud. There was a murmur of approval amongst the gathered cats before she spoke again. "Today is a new day, and this new day is very special. We will be welcoming 6 new apprentices into the clan." Lunistar turned her gaze to Wolfkid, sitting next to its older siblings Pepperpaw and Dopepaw, then looked at the 5 kids that circled Artemis. "Step forward," she mewed, and the 6 kids left their spots and stand in front of the skyrock. "Stormkid," she began, and the great Tom stiffened a little and stood up a little straighter. "You have reached the age of 6 moons, and it is time you were apprenticed. Until you receive your warrior name, you will be known as Stormpaw. Your new mentor will be—" Bluestar paused, looking over the gathered cats. Ashfur, she continued. I hope Ashfur will pass down all he knows on to you. Ashfur, you are now ready to take on an apprentice. You have shown me that you are clever and independent. You will mentor Stormpaw, and I expect you to pass on all you know on to him. Moonstar waited until the cheers of approval from her clan died down before she continued. Frostkit, she called out, and the tiny blue Silversheikit scurried to take her brother's place. Frostkit, you have reached the age of 6 moons, and it is time for you to be apprenticed. From this day on, until you receive your warrior name, you will be known as Frostpaw. Your mentor will be none other than Spiritwing. I hope she will pass on her knowledge on to you. Spiritwing rose from the crowd of cats and moved forward. Spiritwing, you are ready to take on an apprentice, and you have shown that you are gentle and kind. I expect you to pass on that knowledge to Frostpaw. A slight murmur sounded low, for the crowd mewed in approval. Hellcat! Moonstar called out, even though she didn't need to. Hellcat was already standing in front of the Sky Rock, his tail twitching impatiently. Hellcat, you are now 6 moons old, and from this day on, you will be known as Hailpaw until the day you become a warrior. You will be mentored by Sadie Claw. She is a wise warrior and a gentle queen. Sadie Claw, it's time you had an apprentice of your very own. After having 2 young apprentices of your own, you are gentle and patient, and for that I entrust Hailpaw to you. Sadie Claw dipped her head, giving her new apprentice a warm smile. Snowkit, you have reached the age of 6 moons, and it is time you were apprenticed. Moonstar began, opening her mouth to continue. Wait, I want to be a medicine cat, the white cat mewed, and a nearby ice pool looked at her questioningly. Are you sure? Once you are committed to the rank of medicine cat, you are no longer allowed to take a mate. Of course! I want to help my clanmates, Snowkit replied. Well then, until you receive your full medicine cat name, you will be known as Snowpaw. Icepool will be your mentor. Icepool? Moonstar called out, and the small blue-gray she-cat moved from her spot by her den to join Snowpaw. Icepool, please join me, Moonstar murmured, settling herself and allowing Icepool to climb up and sit beside her. I will not be around forever. Even though I am still young, it is time I took on an apprentice, Icepool meowed. Snowpaw made the decision for me. However, she's observant and honest. Key traits that will make a good medicine cat. So, Cats of Sky Clan, your next medicine cat will be Snowpaw, she announced, and then Moonstar lifted herself to speak. Snowpaw, do you accept this post of medicine cat? Snowpaw noticed, flinching only when Icepool leaped to her side. I do. The crowd cheered, and their siblings, including Inkit, congratulated her. Inkit, it is your turn, Moonstar started, getting the attention of her clan. Inkit, you have reached 6 moons old. You are ready to be apprenticed. Until you receive your warrior name, you will be known as Inkpaw. I've thought long and hard for who should mentor you, and see no other cat as fitting as my own flesh and blood. Artemis will be your mentor. There were some confused murmurs, and even Artemis seemed to be questioning his decision, even as he approached. Artemis, it is time for you to take on an apprentice. You have traveled with me even out of your comfort, out of your 2-leg yard. You are loyal and quick on your paws. You will mentor Inkpaw. I expect you to pass on everything you know onto Inkpaw. Wolfkit sat nervously at the front of the crowd. His daymates all had their mentors, and he was the last to be named. He could almost feel the burn of Frostpaw and Stormpaw's triumphant smirks taunting him. Wolfkit, you are 6 moons old, and are ready to be apprenticed, Moonstar began. Until your warrior name has been given, you will be known as Wolfpaw, and I have decided that I will be the one to mentor you. The virtues I was given when I received my leadership name were determination, friendship, bravery, hope, loyalty, patience, justice, trust, sympathy, and understanding, and I hope to pass these on to you. As the crowd cheered on the new apprentices, Wolfpaw heard a mew in disapproval. His denmates, Frostpaw and Stormpaw and Hailpaw, were glaring at him. No fair! How come Moonstar picked you for her apprentice? You aren't special, Stormpaw mewed. I guess I'm lucky, he said back. Whatever, just don't make your nest near me, Frostpaw hissed and turned away.